What's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Takes.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We got our Super Bowl predictions this podcast. We got we could talk about some coaching changes. We got Derek Carr going to a new team. All the above. I'm not playing the music, so bada boop 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 boop. All right. Average
I'm
Takes.
loving it.
That was horrible.
We're back. Well, you know what, Trevor? Let's hear your better. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Now, please.
I think I'm mute. I think I went mute. I think I was lagging.
Good, scared. Hashtag scared. Well, lots of things going on. It's Super Bowl week of the Super Bowl. NFL awards. I forgot to mention that part. We can talk about the awards. Got a lot of coaching changes. Derek Carr. We can talk about Derek Carr. Derek Carr got granted permission to kind of interview with the Saints, basically, almost like a coach does from another team. But he visits with the Saints. I'm hearing it went good, actually, really good. No other news will probably break until the league year or probably after the Super Bowl.
They have
I
to
feel like
decide
when
something
you're
on him though, or don't they?
They can't really
Soon,
make a
right?
move for next year until like the next year starts.
I
So
thought I thought if I thought there's something in his contract where if he's not on the team or something like that at a certain point, he gets paid.
yeah, I'm sure that'll all come in this agreement. They will
So
agree.
so you think that the deal like happened before and then they're just gonna announce everything?
Yes, the deal's already happened or will happen before, and then the start of the league year will be announced.
I mean, is Derek Carr better than Jameis?
Yeah.
mm, mm,
Are you kidding me?
He's better
I
than Andy
wouldn't say
Dalton.
that so confidently. Better than Andy Dalton.
Derek Carr is better
Um,
than Jameis. Derek Carr was a very better than average quarterback with no wide receivers for years. For
Yeah,
years.
but he had the best wide receiver in the league this year and
And
stunk up the fucking place.
yeah, I think they got the worst staff in the league. At this point, they fired
I
Broncos fired their mess of a coaching staff. The Raiders still have a mess of a coaching staff. They can't fire them because they ain't got no money.
I I was just messing around. He's definitely better than Jameis, but I still have my heartstrings attached to Jameis for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't.
But yeah, Derek Carr to the Saints. Saints have a above average defense, I would say. Didn't necessarily perform last year, but I think that fits good with him. He has a once elite wide receiver in Michael Thomas, who you really don't know if he's gonna play. His ankle is probably still gonna
Yeah,
hurt next
Well,
year.
he won't see the field.
with
Won't
Michael
see the field.
Thomas, he has a $60 million cap hit or a $20 million if they cut him. So it's either
Well, they
he's
cut
going to be they're going to pay him $60 million this year to be on the roster, or $20 million and he's not on the roster. So I think the likely of the two is they pay him $20 million, tell him get out of town. But other than that, the Saints have a good young wide receiver core.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
not bad.
Chris
Man.
Olave will benefit from him. San Diego native Rashid Shaheed, the
Yeah,
deep ball threat. Derek Carr loves throwing that deep ball, and that guy is fast
yeah, and
Alvin
he
Kamara
showed up
can.
multiple times this year for them out of nowhere.
out of nowhere with
Um,
Andy Dalton at the helm.
Yeah, and I think that team is still relatively good. I know they got some moves to make because they're like 100 million in on the cap as they are every year. But this makes Carr go back to his once former head coach his first year, Dennis Allen. So I mean, Derek Carr loves his connections. This is a man about his connections. He would not let John Gruden die last year. Remember that? He would still have meetings with Gruden and still have like dinners with him and stuff last year because they were neighbors.
I think they were exchanging emails too at one point.
Well, Gruden is known for his emails. So
Yeah, damn
um
right.
but I do think this is a good fit for Derek Carr. Like you said, that Saints defense was great. Didn't perform as good this year, but what can you do when your team's not doing nothing? You know, the defense is going to give up. They're going to be tired. There's going to be plays where they just got off the field to just get right back on the field. Well, it's going to be we'll see. I mean, but that crosses off a team that needs a quarterback. Opens up one though with the Raiders. They need a quarterback. Aaron, any takers on
They're
that?
gonna have one by the name of Aaron
Do you,
Rodgers,
do you guys believe
four-time
he's gonna go
MVP.
on that trip and sit in that room for however long in
Do I
complete
believe it?
silence or
Oh,
whatever?
100%. Guy's gonna
Complete
be on.
silence? Man?
You know how much ayahuasca that guy's gonna take in that dark ass room?
It's not an ayahuasca trip though. It's a complete silent trip. I don't think ayahuasca is involved in this trip.
Well, he said that being in a dark room for 4 days stimulates the DMT, uh, whatever they're called, in your brain, and you can hallucinate when you take DMT.
I thought
So,
ayahuasca was like a never twice type thing.
oh no,
Who cares?
Oh no.
Aaron Rodgers is still a weirdo. I don't know where he's going to end up. Probably either the Raiders, the Jets, or back with Green Bay. I'm hoping for the Jets so he follows the Favre narrative. But speaking of Brett Favre, he was in the news today.
Suing Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp for millions of dollars because they cost him millions of dollars.
They were talking
they
down
didn't
on his
cost him
name.
shit. Yeah, they
They
were just talking
didn't
down.
cost him nothing. They were just
No,
talking down his
they
name
were just
Well,
talking
they were in
shit,
the
and Brett Favre got a
I
little
thought
panties in a wad.
Brett Favre was in the rumor a couple months ago or a month ago,
for
whatever,
fundraising, right?
for stealing money from the fundraiser. And
Yeah.
both of those shows ripped him about it. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's going to come away from any of this because he is a very known name in the NFL. Like, and that was something that leaked. And I mean, yeah, they talked about it. And Pat McAfee is on like YouTube. How could you sue someone for what they said on YouTube, dog? Like, I don't know.
Uh,
But
That guy has been in the news for the wrong things ever since he retired. I even in the league, I remember, didn't he get caught like,
dick pic.
yeah, dick pic or something like that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he's on the Vikings, I think.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
one.
it
It
was
was
the
back in the
Jets.
flip phone days. I remember it. I remember.
Got him.
Yeah,
Got him.
but I mean,
Yeah, I mean, hasn't
idiot.
been a great guy in the last 20, almost 10 years at least. 10 years at least.
Yeah.
But if you're not good the last 10 years, you're probably not good the last 20. So whatever. um NFL awards was tonight. We'll move on to that chapter. Move on from a multi MVP to talk about some others.
Some
Um
others.
the awards, NFL awards. Kind of weird they did it on a fucking Thursday, dude. I don't get the NFL. I don't get the MLB. They do it on like a Tuesday, fucking like on 12:30 in the afternoon. NFL does it on a Thursday night. I mean, that's a little bit better than midday, mid workday. But I thought it was always the day before the night before the Super Bowl. I don't know. Maybe that's just my head played tricks on me. But we can talk about the awards. Some you might agree with, some you might not. But I'll start it off with Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year, Brian Daboll of the New York Giants.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Took a team that lost 10 games last year. And how many games they won this year? I don't even remember, but was more
Went to the playoffs. That's what matters.
went to the playoffs, went as far than as anybody thought they were going to go. Coached a put together team. Saquon Barkley did his thing like
I don't
he
think. I
hasn't
mean,
in a mile.
I don't think
Um,
they put a well together team like at GM wise. He coached a team of nunyas, no namers to the
and made them a
playoffs
good team.
in a great division this year. Don't quote me on that for future times, but that was a very good division this year. Cowboys, I mean, 3 playoff teams out of one division. That's a very good division. But I definitely have to say this was Dayball's award to lose. I mean, he was going to win this no matter what. Crazy for him to win it.
The only other coach I could have saw winning it was Mike McDaniels if the Dolphins had their hot run still. That's the only other guy that I could have saw, overtaking that. But
They finished the
yeah,
season.
they
Maybe
didn't.
Dan,
Yeah,
maybe Dan Campbell if their Lions run started a little bit
Oh,
earlier.
damn. Yeah, that's a way better one, Roman.
Yeah.
Shitty. Roman just killed your take right there. Dan Campbell
still a
actually finished the
loser.
season. He didn't make the
if
playoffs,
if
but
yeah, if
finished
the
the
Lions
season.
started their run a little bit earlier, I think Dan Campbell might have took that from Brian Daboll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
If the NFL wasn't so weird, the Lions make the damn playoffs this
playoffs
this year.
exactly, and
And
Dan Campbell's winning it.
he's for sure. I agree with you there, Roman. He's definitely my number 2 now. Great pull right there, Roman. Great pull. Comeback player of the year. You wrote him off, but he didn't write back though.
and failed in the playoffs miserably.
That's all
Christian
right.
McCaffrey.
No,
Nope, Mr. Geno Smith, baby.
Stupid.
Wrote him back. You wrote him off. He didn't write back though. That was definitely a player. I mean, made playoffs. No
Who else?
one
Who else?
expected that. I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah, I
no,
mean,
everyone is thinking Chris McCaffrey is going to come back if he's healthy. He's going to be comeback player of the year. That's what everyone wrote in week 1 of the fucking year. I love this pick being Geno Smith because out of nowhere, Geno Smith was a fucking 67 in Madden last year. This kid
yeah.
fucking killed it this year out of nowhere. Took the Seahawks, who
I mean,
everyone wrote off.
when was the last time he started with the Jets? Like from the season,
No,
not.
from the season out, yeah, he started with the Jets, but his last start was overtaking Eli Manning's start record.
Oh, Jesus.
The fucking
Oh, geez.
for the Giants, yeah, they benched Eli Manning when he was 312 starts deep into a record. Benched him his last season. Fucking crazy. But yeah, Geno Smith, absolutely great season. Great season for the
Well deserved.
Seahawks.
Well deserved.
They have a top pick this year, so that team's gonna be even better. They drafted fucking great last year. Drafted great. They got that corner deep into the draft. He was an absolute stud.
Tariq Woolen.
Sauce Gardner.
Yeah. Tariq Woolen. No.
Talk about the Seahawks.
Yes.
Oh,
Speaking of rookie corners, Sauce Gardner, Roman mentioned him. Rookie
jumped on that a
defensive
little
player.
too early.
All right. Well, we mentioned Wooden, and he was number 2 for this award anyway. So, but Sauce Gardner, what a year! What a year for the Jets. I mean, how can I mention Sauce Gardner without mentioning offensive rookie of the year, Garrett Wilson? The Jets had a great draft. So yeah, Roman, you jumped on that take a little early, but that was
Great draft over there in New York.
Yeah, great. I can't believe. When's the last time a team had both?
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that. When's the last time a team had both rookies of the year on their team? I mean, that's very bright for the Jets. If you say that alone, I mean, they could have gone 2-14.
It was still
2 rookies of the years. I think that's a pretty good start.
the new
3
voting
quarterbacks.
system though. The new voting system. Kenneth Walker had 19 first place votes. Garrett Wilson had 18 first place votes. Garrett Wilson had more second place votes, so that bumps him up into first place. And
that's horseshit.
That's
I didn't
horseshit.
know that.
Okay, but
Yeah,
that's one vote and then a way more second place votes. I mean, hello, that's how math works. You're down 1 first place vote, but then you have 10 more second place votes. You win.
Shouldn't be like that.
But that
You
be an
got voted for
option, though.
second. You're voted second best.
That's
You don't
normal
voted
math.
first best.
That's normal math, though. That's how
maybe for the NFL, but not like
But
normal
why
people.
is second votes even an option or
See,
there's 3.
But first place votes is first place votes for a reason.
Nobody remembers who got
second
second place. Nobody remembers who got second place.
Guess what?
I'm just saying you shouldn't vote for second place.
Weird.
You shouldn't vote for second place if no one remembers who the fuck you are.
I think almost every voting system has a first, second, and third. Every sport.
Yeah, but that voting system though was implemented by people that are over 70 years old and maybe didn't understand math.
The NFL
from
just
80 years ago.
The NFL just implemented it. That's why they said.
But it's also an 80-year-old method.
Yeah, and I think that's how you do it. I like it.
I just
Not
think it should
mad.
be only first
Whatever.
Three
place.
people on this podcast, we got to do the math. 1, 2, 3. How many votes?
But nobody cares who got third. Everyone wants to know who got first.
Yeah, like what if that came down to it? What if they got tied first, tied second, and then third place vote fucking comes into play? That's
Yep.
terrible.
Yep. I'm
Whoever
pretty sure
whoever
that
wins first place votes wins. That makes I don't know why that doesn't make sense. But whatever. Next
that's how
one.
it is. But yeah, so the Jets take away both rookie awards. Now moving on, we got the defensive player of the year, none
Smaller
other
bear.
than 49ers Nick Bosa. Which was
Pretty
crazy
good.
for me is that Micah Parsons didn't get one first place vote. They all
Wow.
went to Nick Bosa.
Cowboys are hated. Cowboys are loved but hated at the same time. I feel
I
like
mean,
if he played on any other team, he might get more votes.
Or it's something else. I don't know. Nick Bosa, 49ers, good old country fed boy. Micah Parsons in Dallas. I don't know. NFL is sketchy like that. You know how they get.
well, I mean, gotta look at the stats. Let's look at the stats, all right?
And he just came off an ACL
Nick
surgery
Bosa
two
had
years
18 and a
ago.
half sacks.
Led the NFL, I'm pretty sure, right?
Michael Parsons had 13 and a half.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, Hassan
Got
Reddick
it
was the
right.
only other guy that got a first place vote, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but they got it right.
He got 58 quarterback pressures, third most in the league.
Nick Bosa's
Think
dog. Dog. The better Bosa, I have to admit.
Hate admitting that, but probably true.
I mean, he is, though, is he not?
Yeah, I mean, fucking Joey's over there crying about the refs, and Nick's fucking win defensive player of the year. So I would have to agree.
Yeah. The world hated on Nick Bosa at one point. Don't
Did
forget
true,
he
very
sat
true.
out that year from Ohio State. He sat out,
Yeah,
took the year off.
yep.
Oh, it was nothing but hate from Nick Bosa. Ohio
wasn't he
State,
still
all those fucking all
wasn't he
those
still second
fans.
overall that
Uh,
draft or no?
I don't remember. Could have been. All right. Offensive player of the year. This one pretty easy if you ask me. Jay
Yes,
Jettis.
I agree.
Jay Jettas, great pick. Was one of my considerations for the preseason picks. I personally went with Tyreek Hill, who once again, if he had a quarterback, was very well in the running for winning this award. But you take Jay Jettas off the Vikings, they do not even win. They don't even make the playoffs. So I'm a big Jay Jettas fan. I love that he wins this award. I think they got it right where he truly was like the best offensive player on the field. Made his team look very good, and then the Vikings, gave us a little bit of a fraud. I don't know. They weren't like obviously they lost to the Giants in the playoffs, so they weren't really that good. But what were they 13-4?
Something like that.
I
Can't
think they
remember.
were maybe 12-5.
Yeah, something like
They
that.
were they were a pretty good record, but obviously you take Jay Jettas off the team, they don't make playoffs. So congrats, Jettas, young stud in this game.
1,500 yards in a season. That's a pretty good accomplishment. You guys remember that catch against Buffalo at the beginning of the year, one hander? I mean, nasty. Right?
I hope
Guy's a
this
beast.
I hope
Well
this puts
deserved.
an end to the Jay Jettas versus Jamar Chase conversation. I'm glad I'm on the right
Mm,
side of that.
me too. Me too.
I don't think it'll ever end, Doug. Don't think it'll ever end.
And
Uh,
the king of the league.
I was gonna say Walter Payton Man of the Year for
Oh
Dak.
yeah.
Yep.
Bad.
Somebody check his charities.
Check charities around here. That's news. Whoa, whoa.
See what
We,
percentages we're keeping.
we need to start checking charities around here.
Damn right.
Russell
Oh yeah.
Wilson made the news today because his charity had just been caught where they only give 24% of the donations. He's keeping a whopping 76%, dude.
How do you think he
Welcome
paid for his whole crew this whole year?
Yeah, welcome to America. This, if we start peeling back these layers of onions, we're gonna
Let's
start
start.
finding a
I can't
lot of shit.
I can't wait. Because that's bullshit.
$1 billion companies just fucking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's terrible, dude. And I hope more people get fucking exposed like that because you're selling false rumors, dog. Like,
Mhm.
false predicate. It's not what you stand
And
for. Like,
I don't know why he needs the money. He married a fucking billionaire.
dude, and he's in the NFL making millions of dollars as one of the former top quarterbacks in this league.
He's
Doing
stealing a
commercials.
millions of dollars from the
Doing
NFL right now.
commercials.
Yeah, the Broncos just paid him a 250 fucking $1 million raise to suck butt, and he's stealing money from people who are donating. People who think they're doing great things with their money. Oh, I could only donate $25.
Lock them up.
But your $4 donation is greatly accepted.
Lock them up.
Like, dude, I cannot believe that type of shit is happening. Like, then they let it happen, and people don't get like tax fraud and stuff like that. How could you call it a donation? How like the foundation and all this fucking bullshit, dude?
It's a tax
Only
write-off.
24%.
That's probably why they do it.
Yeah, but that's nothing. That's not what I get fucking taxed for. Like
Yeah.
it's probably I don't even know.
Did you see Ken Jack's tweet? Did you see Ken Jack's tweet?
No, but it's a story for another day because I hope he fucking goes to jail for that type of shit.
Yeah.
And he's not going to. He's going to get off scot free and keep probably every dollar. They'll probably cancel it and just be like, no, just keep it and shut up about it.
Well, Ken Jack was saying, if people are flabbergasted at what Russell Wilson's percentage was, just imagine what they're doing with your tax-paying dollars. Like, they're not using that shit for what it's needed.
Well, they're actually building roads that have been in the process for the last 40 years that still haven't been done. So
in the process currently.
Yeah.
Started in 1998.
I see those signs, those whatever the cow road, whatever those, and it's like, will be done 2024, and then the next time I drive by, will be done 2025, and it just keeps getting pushed back and back and back.
It's just stupid, Doug. 24% of your fucking foundation that you're saying, oh, donate.
Wild.
No, yeah,
Wow.
especially when
Listen.
you make so much money. Like I
Yeah.
don't think I'd understand still if he didn't make so much money, but he doesn't need any of the money that people donate to him. Like he really doesn't need any of that.
Yeah, fuck, dude. We might have to start. I'm gonna start putting caps on type shit, dog. Like that, they need to start like fucking paying attention to that type shit. It's just the rich getting richer for fucking
Rich
no
get
reason.
richer,
You're
yeah.
stealing money from people trying to fucking donate. Like that's such bullshit to me in my
You think
All right,
Future's donated before?
let's move on. I don't know. Fuck that fool. I don't like Russ. I'm so against Russ, dude. I'm so fucking against that fool.
Start
He's
blasting.
like,
hope
Sierra,
he-
he's like, Sierra, you want your alimony? I donated to Russell's fund. Go get it.
Go get it. Find the payment. We had some Hall of Famers announced today because I'm so sick.
Wait, we forgot MVP. We forgot MVP.
Oh, MVP. I mean, I think we all knew it. Go ahead.
Patrick Mahomes. Mr. Patty Mahomes, the magic man himself. Guy is a magician throwing the football.
He's got a cool brother, got a cool wife.
Yeah, he's friends with both of them.
He's hit the jackpot, man. He hit the lottery. But this is bad news for me because the last MVP to win the Super Bowl is Kurt Warner in 1999. So that is very bad news for me.
Hold on. Wait a second before we get to why it's bad news for you. Patrick Mahomes winning MVP. I mean, if you look at it in hindsight, you're like, oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes is great, best player in the league, whatever. But no, truly, looking at his wide receivers, dude, and the people he's gone through on this team this year, for them to be that good and him to be that good, head over heels, the best quarterback this year, um,
Yep.
shows you.
Yep.
I mean, he's great. Patrick Mahomes is going to be fighting against Tom Brady's ghost because he's going to be chasing his numbers for his entire career. And this is another trophy added to the collection. Let's see what he does Sunday night. But hey, props to the kid, man. I
How
mean,
many MVPs does Tom Brady have? 4 or 5?
I think Peyton has 5. I think Tom only has 4, 3 or 4.
Okay, but still, Mahomes has 2 in 5 years, and that's already
Two
half of what
and
Tom
might have
Brady would
two
ever.
Super Bowls.
That's already half of what Brady and Mahomes have, or Brady and Rodgers have in 20 years, and he has 2 and 5. And I'm sure you can argue he maybe could have won one more, but we're not going to argue
Yeah,
that
Brady
because he
only has
didn't
3 MVPs.
see
Mm.
3, and he has 1 Super Bowl already. These are all within 5 years. So I would say that's
He
pretty
has 5
fucking good.
Super Bowl MVPs though, and
He also
7
also been to 10.
and a 10, 7 championships.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty good.
Brady has a fucking laundry list of awards you're gonna have to chase down. But Patrick so far is making a great name for himself. 2-time MVP, like you said, 1-time champ so far. But he has to overcome. No one's won it since fucking
1999, Kurt Warner,
Kurt Warner.
St. Louis Rams.
Yeah, because I don't know when Brady won every ring, but 2007, 10, and 17 was his MVPs.
In
Mm.
2017, he lost to the Seahawks. No, not Seahawks. Who they lose
He
to?
had too many Super Bowls for me to try to go click through.
Yeah.
But
17, we graduated that year. Who was it? Falcons?
No, Eagles. Eagles. Sorry, Eagles.
Eagles. Oh shit.
so had some Hall of Famers announced today. Shout out to Joe Thomas, Darrell Revis, DeMarcus Ware, Rondé Barber, Zach Thomas. There's a couple coaches and stuff that they announced too, but those were some players that we watched every fucking day. You know, our
Yeah, I
age.
was gonna say that our players that we look or watched when we were younger are finally getting in the Hall of
Yeah,
Fame. It's
I
cool
mean,
to watch.
I have a Joe Thomas jersey in my closet because
Yeah.
I love offensive linemen, and he's one of the top dogs that played in my entire life. I mean, it made me root for the Browns week in week out when they sucked. They were god awful, and Joe Thomas 10,000 straight fucking career snaps. You know how hard that is?
Crazy.
10,000 snaps straight,
Is
almost
anybody
his
even close to
entire
that?
career until he tore his freaking uh, bicep. Was awesome. Darrell Revis, I mean Revis Island was locked down.
The biggest corner I felt like when I was little.
Yes, when we
No,
watched,
nobody's name was bigger than Revis Island.
yes, Revis Island was huge. I mean Demarcus Ware on the Cowboys with the stars on the shoulders, his big ass
Yeah.
boulder shoulders, brushing pass rushing.
Heavy hitter. Heavy hitter.
Yeah, I mean, I
Don't
could
forget
talk.
he's on the Broncos.
Yes, was on the Broncos.
Won a
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
Won the
I'm
Super
forgetting
Bowl
about
with the
that.
Broncos.
Forgetting
Don't
about
forget
that.
about
Forgot about it.
He was
Forgot about it
elite.
after you had already mentioned it. Oh, forgot about it.
He was elite
Forgot
and
about it.
won a Super Bowl
Oh, forgot about it again.
on the Broncos.
Who we talking about?
Marcus Ware.
Joe Thomas never even made playoffs, so I don't know what you're talking about. Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Damn.
All
How
right.
many quarterbacks too? He had fucking 17 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel was the best.
I think
Mm,
every number 1 through 19 was used twice.
yeah, probably. Crazy.
All right. Shannon, you mentioned it. The MVP has not won a Super Bowl since '99. We got the Chiefs taking on the Eagles. The Chiefs are the underdogs, minus 1.5 points. The Eagles are minus 1.5 points. Chiefs are plus 1.5 points. Over under set at 51 points. How are we feeling? You know what? Before I ask you how we're feeling, I'll give you a Super Bowl fact. The Super Bowl is the second highest eating day for Americans behind Thanksgiving.
Damn, Super Bowl wings. A lot of chicken wings eaten on Super Bowl day. A lot of chickens killed.
Actually, they say a lot of guacamole. Average estimate 8
Mm,
million
really?
pounds of guacamole is consumed on Super Bowl Sunday.
Gotta have chips and dip. Gotta have chips and dip. But I don't want to go first, actually. Let Shenny go first. Shenny never goes first.
I mean, I would feel like a complete dumbass not taking Patrick Mahomes as an underdog in the Super Bowl, and then he wins and absolutely destroys Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. So my pick is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs plus 1.5 and money line to win the Super Bowl. Why I like that? One, don't get me wrong, I think the Eagles are very good, and I've been hearing a lot of this game's won in the trenches. The Eagles' offensive line and defensive line is very elite. They have big boys in there. They're going to be active. They got the Hassan Reddick beast. Their O line is absolutely fantastic. Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson. I could keep going, but I really don't know the rest of their names. So I like the Chiefs here because the Eagles haven't faced 1 second of adversity in the playoffs. I don't think they've trailed 1 minute of a game in the playoffs this year. And I think if the Chiefs can jump on them early, they don't know. I haven't seen them come back from many games this year. I don't know if they can. The one game that Jalen Hurts lost this year was against the fucking Commanders. And the Commanders can't be that much, like, they can't be that good. I think people are doubting Patrick Mahomes, which I think is never a good option. People think his ankles hurt, his wide receivers are all banged up. I think this man is just gonna create magic, and I think the defense is actually gonna step up huge for the Chiefs this Sunday. And Jalen Hurts, let's see if he can make a mistake. That's really all it comes down to. The Eagles haven't made one mistake all playoffs, so I'm excited to see if they can, and if they don't, they're the better team here anyway, so they should win. So I'm gonna go Chiefs though.
All right, Shenny's going Chiefs.
Very interesting.
I'm going to give you my opinion.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, 10 years ago, 2013, we had the first two brothers face off as coaches in the Super Bowl. John Harbaugh, coach of the Ravens, the older brother of the two, had taken on the Super Bowl that weekend. This weekend, we are having the two first players, brothers, to face off in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to go with the older brother. I'm going to take Jason Kelsey. I'm going to take that fucking dog squad of the trenches. I'm telling you, this game is won and lost in the trenches. And I believe that this O-line and D-line is better for the Eagles on both sides of the ball. And everyone talked about, Chris Jones, 2 sacks. And there's only 2 sacks he ever had. The Bengals had the worst O-line in the playoffs.
Gotta
And
get it out of the
wherever you
system because
move
it ain't
him,
gonna happen.
Chris Jones, you're either going to have to face fucking Mr. Kelsey or you're going to go push him out against Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson just fucking ate up the fucking goddamn defensive player of the year, Nick Bosa, last week. Oh,
With
yeah.
half a leg.
One fucking groin. Yeah. I'm
With
going
half
to
a
take the
leg.
goddamn dogs. I'm going to take the Eagles. Remember last time when we won the Super Bowl, they were wearing the dog fucking mask? Yeah, I hope they break that out again because that line those linemen are fucking dogs. Dogs.
Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey are brothers?
Congratulations.
I didn't know that.
We've only been talking about it on the pod for 3 fucking episodes straight.
That's the first time I'm hearing it.
Idiot box. But I'm gonna have to piggyback on what Bob said. Or what you want to give your bets, Bob? What are you thinking?
I'm taking Eagles outright.
Outright?
Yeah.
Well, I'll start off by saying the over is hitting. Both these teams are going to score a lot of points.
You're taking
I think that's a lock.
I don't think Roman hasn't listened to one thing Rhea told him in the playoffs
and
at
I
all.
don't think
Nope.
he's been
Nope.
right at all. So
He has been
Kenny,
wrong every week. He said, "I'm
Hedge
going to
me.
take the over."
Hedge me. Hedge
I
me.
might, I might say
Who
under.
was I was right the last game. What do you mean? The
I might.
Eagles, I hedged you guys, faded you guys, and won. The only bet that won that week.
No, we're talking about
We're talking
you were
over
14 and
under.
4 on unders all year, and then all playoffs
Okay.
you've taken every single over, and you're 0 and 4 since you've been on the overs.
Yeah, Roman, get a clue. We're not
Both these
we're
teams
not
score.
judging your
Both
bets
these
that
teams
you
score.
wrote against the podcast. I can't believe you still wrote against the podcast. That's fucking.
But I'm going the Eagles. I think, like Bob said, this game is one in the trenches, and the Eagles have better deep threats. I think if this game gets on the line, Jalen Hurts can just bomb the ball to Devontae Smith and get this game going. Like I don't know, Eagles O line is crazy. Would definitely protect Jalen Hurts better, and if one hit on Patrick Mahomes' ankle, and he might be done. I don't even know who their backup is, but good luck.
He's had a lot of time.
Yeah.
He better be getting prepared. He's had a lot of time, but I
And
mean,
don't tell me you
if
forgot
hurt,
about
it's hurt.
Chad Henne already. Come on,
Oh
Roman.
yeah, Henny. That's the
Come
guy.
on.
He had the drive of his life last game. I forget.
Ugh.
But yeah, give me Eagles spread. I love that. Favorites for a reason. Vegas knows everything. Jason's the better brother. Yeah, give me
The
the Eagles.
the money's pretty 50-50 right now too, so it's not like you can fade the public or anything in this spot. It's really 51-48, 49, sorry, and then it's like 52-48 on the other one. But another thing why I like the Chiefs is this game is being played in State Farm Stadium. Anytime I see a State Farm commercial, I see good old mustache Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. I think the signs are just telling me take the Chiefs here.
They're paying him to lose it.
Take the Chiefs here. That's what the signs are telling me.
They're paying the Chiefs to lose it.
Could be. But I feel like this is the first Super Bowl in a while
And
that both teams are like pretty good. Like it's been 50-50 like this. I feel like they kind of been kind of far-sided or one-sided past couple Super Bowls, but this is the most even one in a while.
yeah, I think so. It's very even. And the last time Jalen Hurts was on the national spotlight, he was benched at halftime. So
Mm.
all these are
Ugh.
looking great into my favor, and I am starting to love the Chiefs
I
even
think
more.
Jalen's ready to end that. I think Jalen's ready to end that story because
Yeah, and what
that's a
happened to
story that
Patrick in the
stuck
last
with
Super
him.
Bowl?
That's a story that stuck with him since that moment. That was a long time ago. I think he is ready to overtake that, rewrite his own history. Because yeah, he got benched for Tua Tagovailoa in that game in that moment. That was Tua's moment to shine. Whatever. This is Jalen's moment to shine. He's in the fucking Super Bowl. We could talk about the national championship all we want when he got benched, but this man's in the Super Bowl, and I'm not feeling good on the over now that Roman took it and he was fucking creaming the unders.
Come on, don't
Now
do me
all
like
of a
that,
sudden,
dude. You don't think this
I'm
Super
doing it.
Bowl
I'm
is
taking the
going to be a
under.
fucking
I'm taking the under. I'm gonna be the guy in the Super Bowl that's gonna be biting his teeth. I'm taking the under. I am all in on the under. That's it.
bad
Done.
news, bad news. It's
I
gonna
am
fucking
all in on the under.
over's gonna hit before the fucking halftime. I promise you
No,
that.
defense
I'm
wins
Promise
more
you
championships.
I'm more
Defense wins
in on the
championships.
under than the Eagles. I'm gonna be heavily in on the
that.
under.
Andy Reid is fucking making plays that
Heavily on
corners
the under.
wide receivers are gonna be running like this, and it's gonna be magic on that side. And then Jalen Hurts' offense is too good. It's just gonna be back
I
and
think
forth the
Roman's
whole
0 for
time,
10 in the
bro.
overs. So I'm gonna I'm gonna take the under.
But I'm
Roman,
14 and
as a
4 in the under, baby.
as a fan of good football games, I am rooting for the over. But as a
Okay,
fan
then
of
let's go. Put your money where your mouth is.
no, that's where I'm not. That's what's not going to happen. I'm not going to put my money where my mouth is on that. But as a fan of the sport, I
Right,
would love
right.
to see so many points in the Super Bowl. That would be great. But as a fan of
We all
the gambling perspective,
Okay, can you guys give me this stat? What's the over unders in the past like 3 Super Bowls? Has it been unders?
it's been under the
Unders only?
last three. I'm pretty sure
Mm,
because Bucks Chiefs was under last year was under, and then
Rams.
yeah, I don't know what with the 2021 who's in the Super Bowl that year. I don't remember. Don't care.
Yeah. Okay. So then can't ride the streak.
I think
Gotta
that was
change
Bucks and
somehow.
Chiefs. I think that was Bucks and Chiefs 2021. Who was 2020?
Was it 49ers? Or was that? Yeah, 49ers Chiefs. Didn't they go back to back?
When was that horrible 13-3 game? 2018?
That was Rams Patriots. Got to be 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, hey, that's 5 years ago.
Unders.
5 straight years of unders. Give me the under.
I got leaked the script.
under.
All right,
Give me
I
the-
got leaked the script, and the over is hitting. Okay.
Hey, but you guys should feel confident because that stat of since 1999 the MVP hasn't won the Super Bowl is way better than any of these fucking.
I'm so confident.
Just that.
But I see a little bias in your guys' pick as well, though, just from your reasonings.
Maybe.
That's fine.
Maybe. That's
But
fine.
I see a little bit.
I mean,
I don't
the Chiefs
necessarily
ain't got
have
no wide
bias.
receivers right now. That if we want to talk, Chiefs wide receivers all got hurt.
Brother, they have a secret weapon named Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh,
hell
buddy.
no.
when's
Oh
the last time
hell
he
no.
played?
Last
Oh
week.
hell no. Last week he got 1 first down. That was
And
it.
he was
That
hyped. I had
it.
never seen a person so hyped to make the Super Bowl ever.
1 catch for 5 yards, 1 first down.
And he was
Didn't see the rest
crying.
of the game.
I probably never heard of someone more overrated.
I have.
Vontaze Burfict fucked him up, dog. He's never been the same.
No, he fucked Montez Perfect up.
Yeah, come on, buddy. He's not AB.
Who hit him? I thought Burfict hit him.
No, Perfect hit
He
AB.
did.
Juju.
Oh
hit
yeah,
Perfect.
Burfict hit AB. Yeah, okay. My bad.
Juju hit the Quan.
Got a little messed up. Juju hit the Quan, yes.
I mean, I understand the no wide receivers part, but I mean, Travis Kelce is pretty much a wide receiver. Like, that's your number one.
Okay, if the goddamn Eagles aren't ready for Travis Kelce, then I don't know what to tell them.
That's what they're planning for. Like you said, all their wide receivers are hurt, so they're bucking on Jason Kelce. He's going to be double covered the whole time.
Okay, but you don't think
Jason's been telling him this. Hey,
No,
my brother Travis over there, he's the best player on the fucking team. Guard him
Uh,
up, and we win this fucking Super Bowl.
I can't take anything away from Andy Reid. He's gonna write the fucking craziest plays. Him and Eric Bieniemy are gonna be in the fucking booth.
He's eating
I already know.
cheeseburgers, dog.
and I believe if you're a professional wide receiver in the NFL, you should be able to catch a fucking pass. So
And did you guys hear the story that Andy Reid doesn't like mustard?
I did see that. He denied a burger at the. He was doing an interview or something. And he denied the mustard burger.
Yeah, dude. You know what? I want him to lose because of that.
well, you don't think that's in his contract? The Hunt's Ketchup owns the Chiefs.
Oh, that's why fucking Mahomes is a catch.
Oh,
Yes.
that's why the team's red.
The
But they got a
Hunt
little
people who
yellow
own
there.
Hunt's Ketchup are the owners of the Chiefs.
Good thing I boycotted ketchup years ago.
But Patrick Mahomes does have a weird obsession with fucking mustard.
No, I thought it was ketchup.
I mean ketchup. Sorry, ketchup. You got in my head. But I watched him on the Kelsey no free shoutouts, the New Heights. We won't say that. We won't say the rest of the name. But I saw him on there, and he's like, "Oh, Whataburger spicy ketchup is the fucking best ketchup in the world. I am obsessed with the spicy ketchup from Whataburger."
Oh, so he said the spicy ketchup from Whataburger, not Hunt's. Wow.
Wow.
I'm gonna put in the phone. I'm gonna put in the word of the owner right now. Actually,
And did you hear Chiefsaholics out?
yeah, Chiefs
Is
Aholics
he?
out.
See,
Is he buying
reunion.
a Super Bowl
Chiefs,
ticket?
Chiefs.
Oh
Guess what?
God!
I think he's on house
He's
arrest.
gonna lose a game when he was in.
All banks better be closed.
Now he's
on this
out
game.
though.
But he's a criminal now, so I guess he was a criminal before.
Not
but
allowed in the stadium.
I guess he was a criminal before, but
Does he change the mask?
that would be hilarious.
Different animal, they won't know.
No, it would be hilarious if he's like in a werewolf mask now, and like not like a normal wolf. He's in a different wolf mask.
A zombie wolf or something like that.
I'll keep going on for my NFL food stat. It said that 1.3 billion chicken wings, Roman, will be eaten between Saturday and Sunday.
I told you.
11 million pounds of potato chips, 4 million pounds of pretzels, 8 million pounds of guacamole. Like I said, that doesn't even include all the other snacks.
Why the fuck are they adding Saturday into that stat?
Because you're
Everybody got a pre-gaming on the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I'm faded.
No one's throwing a fucking rager Saturday to Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't party, my
You know
friend.
how big the Super Bowl is in America, buddy?
Oh
I've
yeah.
never seen a Super Bowl.
Yeah, because you're a
You're
fan of
missing
the
out.
Steelers.
Oh, I've actually seen two. If we're going to say the Steelers, don't bring that up, buddy.
You
Don't
just
bring
said
that
you
Not
up.
while you're a
don't.
fan. Not
You
while you're a
just said.
fan.
You
Yeah,
just
you
said.
said it, not me. Not me.
All right.
I forgot
Well,
you guys can't take a joke.
nothing wrong with being average.
Absolutely not.
Just
Like,
like Drake
comment,
said,
subscribe.
can't take a joke.
Uber extra hit in the hills.